literally standing by the door to see who comes in 5 minutes late or so. Why? And you're working with most of the younger generation who don't seem to care. By the time you reach the age of 50, you hope to have gained enough life experience and wisdom to navigate life, feeling significantly happier and healthier. However, this may not always happen. In this video, I will discuss 8 things you should have outgrown by the time you turn 50. Because these aspects of life no longer serve us anymore. And I think we should eliminate most of these things. Welcome to my very new channel, where we talk about anything and everything about transition into retirement. Number 1, change. The courage to embrace new circumstances, processes, or ways of doing things can transform our lives, overcoming the fear of the unknown and paving the way for growth beyond the comfort of our status quo. We're 50 plus or just coming up to 50, wherever you might be. One thing I have noticed about this age group is some of us can be set in our ways. We have set ways of doing things. I'll give you an example, and this might be a very simple example. So I have this manager. She's just about my age, not even 50 yet, but she seems to have set ways of doing things. Literally like arriving at work 15 minutes early or so, waiting to see who is clocking in late. Why would you do that? And I think what's happened, or the outcome of that type of way of being, is people just sign off sick. So you have a high sickness rate. And there are many other factors that may have led to people going off sick. But people seem to struggle with her being there. I think she's focusing on the wrong things. There are better ways of managing rather than literally standing by the door to see who comes in 5 minutes late or so. Why? And you're working with most of the younger generation who don't seem to care and easily just go off sick. So we need to embrace change, I believe, especially if you're in this age group. Study shows that embracing change enhances brain health and emotional well-being, keeping us adaptable and resilient. Resisting change, on the other hand, can lead to increased stress and missed opportunities. And I tell you, my manager is very stressed. She looks stressed. Resolution: trust in God's plan for your life, even in seasons of change. Instead of fearing the unknown, embrace it with faith. Isaiah 43:19 says, "Indeed, I'm going to do a new thing. It will now spring forth. Do you not know it? I will even make a way in the wilderness, rivers of deserts." For me, my way of coping in life is through the Lord, is through my faith. If you're not in faith, hopefully, if you do recognize these as a problem, you might just be able to sort some type of counseling or support from your friends. It's easy coming up here and saying stop. Well, at least if people recognize where the problem is, they might get the help they need. 50 plus is half a century, where I always think we should have got the life experience we need in life. But some of us may still be struggling. Number 2 is alcohol. Study shows that drinking can increase the risk of heart disease, liver problems, and cognitive decline, especially as we age. Alcohol can lead to emotional instability. I'm so pleased that alcohol didn't work for me, especially when I was quite young. And I could say I had tried, but I had the terrible headaches when I tried. And that was it. Me and alcohol were never friends. But if you do drink, be aware that as we age, alcohol may no longer be our friends. And I hope people find a way to deal with it if it's a problem. If you're a believer in God, He's loving and forgiving. I love the Lord, and you might hear me talk about the Lord quite often because that's all I have to cope in life. Here's a verse in 4:31. For Jehovah your God, He is compassionate God. He will not fail you, nor let you perish, nor forget the covenant with your fathers, which He swore to them. Just speak to the Lord. Ask Him to help you. Ask Him to direct you. Speak to Him from your heart. The Lord is wonderful. Number 3 is people pleasing, seeking for external validation. Having a strong desire to make other people's happy can sometimes mean we forget to take care of our own needs, our wishes. Being over 50, you're still looking for validation. We've had for almost 50 years to have that. I don't know. Some of us may still struggle and crave for validation and still feel we need to please people. When are we going to let go of it? Studies have shown that chronic people pleasing lead to burnout, resentment, and loss of self-identity. It often stems from fear of rejection and a deep need for validation. Only God validates us. Okay? And He will validate you through people. Resolution: seek God first. Seek the Lord first. He's right in our hearts. Set boundaries. Embrace your unique purpose and surround yourself with faith-filled partners, people who would lift you up. Galatians 1:10 says, I am now trying to win the approval of human beings or of God? Or am I trying to please people? If I were still trying to please people, I would not be a servant of Christ. Number 4, toxic relationships. Any relationship, whether with a friend, a romantic partner, family member, or someone that brings you down or affects your mental health and self-esteem and may have unhealthy dynamics. It is important to recognize these relationships as they can cause distress or harm your overall well-being. Surrounding yourself with positive, supportive people is a key to maintaining a healthy, happy, and healthy life. Now, studies have shown that relationships can drain you emotionally, physically, and mentally, leading to increased stress, depression, and even chronic health issues. So we need to be mindful and hopefully recognize those signs and get help. Pray if you are in faith, pray for wisdom, set boundaries, and trust God to guide you towards peace. Healing is found in Him. 1 Peter 5:7, this is one of my favorite verses, is cast all your anxieties onto Him, for He cares for you. Number 5, holding grudges. Holding on to ongoing feelings of anger and resentment or bitterness towards an individual for a perceived offense, frequently choosing not to forgive or let go, and possibly causing harm to oneself. It is that you remember pain or pleasure. But I think I have trained my mind over the years to forget pain, especially pain that doesn't serve me. Not all pain serves you, especially if you're not happy with someone who someone has vexed you, you're not happy about it. I'm sure we've all had incidents where we have become upset with certain people or individuals due to one thing or the other. But I've learned to let go. And pretty quick anyway, because I always say this person who you're angry with or not happy with is most likely in the house having a good rest, eating, enjoying their family, and you are here on your own or even with family, and you're angry and you're raving within yourself. You're literally hurting yourself, but they're not there to even see that. And you're on your own going through that terrible experience. Why? Study shows that holding grudges leads to higher stress, anxiety, and even heart problems. Unforgiveness keeps you trapped in the past and negatively impacts your well-being. For those in faith, because that's all I have to cope in life, forgive as Jesus has forgave you. Release bitterness and embrace peace. Ephesians 4:31 to 32. Ask the Lord to help you, to give you that will to just release. Ask Him. The Lord is lovely. You can ask Him for literally anything and He would respond, whichever way. Yes, no. Just speak to the Lord. Number 6, stop self-doubting yourself. Embracing your talents, worth, and choices and have confidence in all your instincts and potentials to turn your dreams into reality. It might explain why I'm on YouTube, because I never thought I could do it. Studies have shown that self-doubt can limit your growth, increase anxiety, and prevent you from stepping into your full potential. Negative talk rewires the brain for fear instead of confidence. We've had half a century at least if you're in your 50s. And hopefully, most of us would have gone through one experience or the other, good or bad. From each experience we may have had, we hopefully should have grown. That is what makes us matured. That is what makes us seniors. Growth. Based on all our experiences. Each experience should grow everyone. Literally. That's how I look at things. So for those in faith, trust in the gifts and purpose God has placed in you. Walk boldly in faith. 2 Timothy 1:7. For God has not given us a spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of a sound mind. Number 7. Procrastination. I must tell you, my dear friends, I still do struggle with it. Studies have shown that procrastination leads to stress, reduced productivity, and regret. It can also create missed opportunities for spiritual and personal growth. I think 50 is the youth of your senior years, and we want to take advantage of it. And hopefully that will help us to stop procrastinating. Be diligent and take action with wisdom and purpose. And for those in faith, Proverbs 6:6-8. Number 8, stop eating unhealthy foods, unhealthy eating habits. We need to pay attention to our health. If you're within this age, hopefully you're a bit more conscious of what you eat if you've not been doing it for a long time. Health, they say, is wealth. Studies have shown that poor quality nutrition contributes to heart disease, diabetic, and cognitive decline. Our food choices directly impact on our physical and our mental health. And we've had so much time to eat a lot of nonsense. If we have been doing that, I can put my hands up to that. Resolution is treat your body as a gift from God. Choose nourishing foods that provide longevity and vitality. The body is so forgiving. The minute you start paying attention to it, you most likely will see changes, i.e. eat well and exercise. Eat well first. Look at the foods you're eating. 1 Corinthians 10:31 says, so whatever you eat or drink or whatever you do, do it all for the glory of God. Let's eat foods that will keep us nourished and feed our body, especially at this age. Thank you very much for watching, and please subscribe to my channel. I know this is my first video. Let's see how we get on, really. Thank you, and God bless you. Bye-bye.